All right, Tiffany Higgins, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so an hour and 42-minute mark, I need to start because I'm cutting it out. We're about to get into the YSL trial and she's the star witness of this because she came out with details that are going to guarantee that whatever verdict comes out of it, if a guilty verdict comes out of this trial, they're gonna have to start all over simply because of her. She's a whistleblower. She needs to be saluted. Her name is Kayla Bumpus. She done popped out on YouTube doing shit. Now I knew her name when she argued to be removed as his counsel. She put in a order to be removed from his counsel, and he fired her on the spot. But that's because she wasn't his full-term attorney. She was only representing him in the absence of his attorney for a contempt of court order. When he decided to testify, he no longer needed her as counsel. His regular attorney was supposed to be there, but he was out of town. The prosecutor asked for an ex parte meeting with the judge, all types of security, the transcribers, everything. The witness lawyer, everybody except for the defense. She's a lawyer. She knew something wasn't right about that. But also the judge did it because he knew she wasn't his full-time lawyer and he didn't think she was going to tell. Because as long as he's been practicing law, he knew it was improper for him to have a meeting with a sworn-in witness and not notify the defense at all. And the crazy part about it is when the shit came to light, all the lawyers in there asked for a mistrial, and they all asked the judge, why are we just now hearing about this? The judge would not address it. He act like, no, I need to know who told you. No, we need to know why the fuck you didn't tell us. Why are you asking who told us? We need to know why this meeting was held and you didn't tell us anything. When court started, you didn't say nothing. None of that. It wasn't until this man came up and filed the motion for a mistrial that anybody knew other than you, the prosecutor, and the witness that y'all had this secret meeting. That's not right. So shout out to Kayla Bumpus. That's her name, Kayla Bumpus. If you go to her IG page, you'll see her all in Italy. I think where she was in. No, she was in Paris at the Hermes store and shit. She get money doing her little law shit. But she looked bad on this interview we did tonight. But we going in. Here we go. All right. Hold on, let me share this link right quick so y'all can go see it. Oh shit, Talk That Talk, lawyer. You had 800 some views when I saw this earlier. Not 800 views, you had 12,000 views, but you only had like 875 subs. Now you at 1.3. Welcome. I think he's a lawyer too, because his channel name is Talk That Law. I'm sharing it on my main page, commune wall now. Wait a minute, he got her look. Wait a minute, she looked fat in the thumbnail that he got, but on this camera, she looked like She looked like Snuffleupagus in the actual interview, but the thumbnail you got, she like she got body.
You know, nowadays people will make a fake profile so quick.
No, it's a lot of fakes.
Go there. But thank you so much for interviewing. That's easy. Okay, here we go. Shit. Oh, hello, here. Oh, you're not about. Thank you so much for
That was checking Kayla Bumpus' green pants she had on the last time she was in court. Welcome back, Silas.
I know your hands are tied and you're limited to what you say.
Which one of y'all told me Baby Petty was going to wake up before my live?
But thank you for joining us, the conversation. I didn't know because, you know, nowadays people will make a fake profile so quick.
No, it's a lot of fake pages.
Oh, it's okay. That's pretending to be you or speaking on behalf of you. Well, I would tell you, you do got the dream team. I don't know how you did it that quick.
Did this nigga say she got the green tea? Pause. That just sound like you're supposed to say pause after something like this.
But I was saying that I was like, she had to get a lawyer.
These are my friends. Gabe was a prosecutor when I was a prosecutor.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. So are you moving like to Texas now?
Yeah, I live in Texas now.
Oh, okay, so are you gonna practice in both?
Yeah, I'm gonna practice in both. I kept my office in Atlanta. I'm gonna hire an associate for court appearances, but I do mostly personal injury.
Oh, okay. I got a real good friend.
I said that in the chat on Law and Crime. I said, Kayla is a personal injury lawyer. How did she get on this motherfucker anyway? And somebody had said something because it was a fake her in the chat, which I knew it wouldn't have been her in the chat right after she had just walked out the damn court. But I'm like, that ain't what your profile on IG say. It said you personalizing personal injury. How she got on this contempt case, I don't know. Maybe the lead attorney that she had threw a bone.
I went to school when she was a year above me, and she does personal injury, and she practices in both Texas and in Georgia. So, you know, maybe y'all can link up and get some done together. But she's definitely killing the game for sure in personal injury.
Man, she looks angry.
Yeah, and I've been I do a little personal injury myself. I really love criminal defense, but personal injury where the money is.
I don't want no criminal cases.
I know that's right. Especially after now, right?
Right.
Especially after now, they can have it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming on and showing your face so we can know it's you. I know you.
Yep, it's me.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna ask you nothing. Is there anything you want to say? Or no, you just chill.
I'm just going to different channels, just getting a vibe of what people think. It's just so funny to me. Everybody has like all of these theories and
right. Well, and be dead wrong.
For the most part, I mean, if nobody has, I haven't seen one person who I'm like, who they know, like not one person has said what actually happened.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Really?
Okay. Wow. Well, this is gonna be interesting then.
It's gonna be interesting, but I mean, I don't think the 25th is gonna happen.
He shouldn't even get it in the first place. And I know this is not you saying this.
Now, what she's talking about on the 25th is the judge ordered her to come in for a show cause because he figured out that's who told. Because he was like, there was only he said there was the two prosecutors in there, maybe three, me, the witness attorney, the court reporter, the security. That was it. So he figured out it was her, and he ordered her to come back for a hearing to see if she violated some sanctity of rules. That's why she's saying, I hadn't heard anybody talk about it. Well, nobody knows except for you. The prosecutors in them ain't gonna come out and talk about it because they'll blow their case. You're the only one that knows. You told Mr. Steele. He came out and told us a little bit of it, but that's all we're able to get. Steele ain't gonna come out on YouTube and do it. She's able to come out on YouTube because she's no longer part of the case. Whistleblower. Shout out to her.
You don't got to adopt my statements, but it seemed to me that when you were first trying to get off the case, he didn't want to let you go because he already had in his mind that he was trying to keep you there for this show cause here.
He was trying to punish me.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. I mean, to be clear, that's exactly what it was. He didn't want to let you go. And then when the other lawyers stepped in and said, hey, Judge, you got the rules wrong, as usual, and that's me saying it, not you, he was like, well, you can go. But then he handed you a paper. I already knew.
And if y'all remember, the day that it first came out, it got really, really late, and all those people was there when they came out. He was looking for her. He was like, where's Miss Bumpus? Where is she? He noticed she was gone. And then the next day she came back and was like, I need to be, I'm filing a motion to not be his attorney anymore. He ain't gonna have me in court all goddamn day and he testified. There's nothing for me to object to or anything. He's a witness with immunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it clean while you up here because I don't want them to say, you know, you're saying what I'm saying. But yeah, that was that. But I'm
just point blank period. Like I'm gonna say this is that Woody, like me, the agreement was always that I was only representing him while he was in custody. Once they agreed to let him out of custody, so I mean the whole fire was because he was trying to help me get off the case. I mean, even he knew that the judge was wrong. Like,
see, that was my first theory because a lot of times when we work with clients, you know, we can talk to them on the side.
Close. Like I represented him a lot. Like I know him.
Okay.
So there's no bad blood at all.
Oh, okay.
It was just like everybody. No, even he couldn't believe what was happening.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
The way his demeanor is, and he, you know, dramatic with it.
Look at what this.
Wait a goddamn minute. So you know you do got the little ratchet look. So you know Woody. She said Woody is close. I wouldn't have personally. I wouldn't have said that on YouTube. But damn.
Oh, okay.
She talking about Woody knew that was wrong. Now Woody is a career criminal, but I don't think he knew about that. John, you're gonna have to go back to the beginning to get context. I gave context about 5 minutes ago, and if I had to give context to every motherfucker that walked in, I would never get through my show. So just skip it back about 7-8 minutes, and you'll get the context.
Work with clients, you know, we can talk to them on the side.
Close. Like I represented him a lot. Like I know him.
Okay.
So there's no bad blood at all.
Oh, okay.
It was just like
she's talking about an attorney. I thought she was talking about
the agreement was always that I was only representing him while he was in custody. Once they agreed to let him out of custody, so I mean the whole fire was because he was trying to help me get off the case. I mean, even he knew that the judge was wrong. Like,
see, that was my first theory because a lot of times when we work with clients, you know, we can talk to them on the side.
Close. Like,
okay.
Her and Woody are close.
Like I know him.
Okay.
So there's no bad blood at all.
Oh, okay.
It was just like everybody. No, even he couldn't believe what was happening.
Oh, okay. The way his demeanor is, and he, you know, dramatic with it. She's high. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, if it was my client, and I tell my client, hey, the judge is not gonna let me off unless you know, get on board. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, I mean, I've never had a client to just say, you know, if they know what I want to do, they'll be like, oh, okay, so this is what I got to do. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, that's what you got to do. And then we go do it.
But that was always the understanding. It was no, I didn't do anything, like all these theories about it. There was no anything like that.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that you were like a substitute attorney, even if that's the proper term.
I mean, the thing about it is me and Melnick are
Kayla Bumpus in this particular interview, she looked like Binky Barnes off Arthur. But if you see some of her other pictures, she'd be like, it's really, really confusing.
Friends, and he knew I had previously had a relationship with Woody. So when he asked me, it was no problem.
Yeah, it's hot. You gonna tell True Face?
Hey, True.
Hey, Grayson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ask her why she up.
I already know why she up. I told you she was gonna be up.
She ain't been asleep number 2 hours.
I know. You'll be all right.
You think your kisses make everything better? Yes. Why is it that you can give me kisses, but if I give you kisses, you be saying, ew, you making me break out. I don't want no kisses. It is true.
True, that's true.
No, what true? Ask the question.
She gonna be hearing you talk.
I have to bag to go.
Huh?
She said she the best, and then she said something about petticoat.
Oh yeah, she is the best. You are the best, Grayson.
She doing a dance now.
I bet she's too cute. I bet it's too cute.
You the best dance?
So you a hater.
You done? You done?
She sound like she sound like she been up there whole time.
By the back, okay?
She gonna be up to about 7 a.m., maybe 8.
I got you.
My God, today.
What you mean about you still sleeping?
No.
So you gonna be up all night then?
Going.
What?
Going.
What about chicken wings?
Going.
All right, bye, baby teeth.
Baby teeth, your baby teeth.
Bye, baby teeth.
No common question.
Grayson, baby teeth. Man, right, Miss Brother. That's that. She gonna work. I don't play with her. I go to sleep on her ass. I just have to baby proof everything and make sure she don't kill me. I ain't staying up. I had to sleep with one eye open. I don't trust her. She her mama.
Because I had previously represented him, it is what it is. So what it didn't matter. I mean, their agreement was once he was once he purged himself by testifying that he would no longer need representation.
Right. Okay. So, and I guess that makes sense. I mean, as far as, I was thinking that when you came in for Melnick, you were there for Melnick during the entire time. But from my understanding, he was giving use immunity, and as we know, use immunity covers, what you say on the stand. They can't use that against you, but it's not for immunity. So I was thinking, does he need a lawyer there outside of, because he might say something on the stand that, that has him locked up. So that was my concern for him. But he needed an attorney there. But if you and Melnick had an understanding that, hey, I'm only here until he purges his contempt, and once his contempt was purged, I'm gone. And that makes sense, because I don't think you should have been locked into that case while Melnick was gone for, week, 2 weeks. That ain't right.
Right.
You see what you were doing a favor.
Doing a no good deed
goes unpunished, right? You were doing a favor and almost got trapped. They didn't want to let you go. Yeah, but
well, I just say this, and the last thing is that everything happens for a reason, and it happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Right. I agree. I mean, I think you did the best you could with what you had to work with. And like you said, we don't know. We're speculating what happened in that meeting, and from my understanding, in the motion, you were present in the meeting, so we don't know what was said. We don't know who came to who defense, or were you representing Woody, or were you not? It's so many questions that we want to know.
And I'm gonna answer all of them, but I will say this: it was 14 people in the room.
14. God damn. Now in court, we only see Miss Love. I can't think of the other lady with the braids. And this white guy sitting at the table. Those are the 3 prosecutors. The judge is 4. Woody would have been 5. She would have been 6. And then they said there was a court reporter 7, and there was the bailiff 8. Who the fuck are the other 6 people? And the defense didn't know about this at all. So they let 13 other people know besides the judge. The judge, 13 other people knew, and the defense did not. And they're trying to say this is a fair trial. This trial has been going on 9 months already. Now, 2 weeks ago, this shit happened, I guess, last week. This trial should not be going on anymore. Everything that's gone on since this ex parte hearing is bullshit. It's going to be thrown out. It's going to be turned over. You think the judge cares? You think the prosecutor cares? You think the state cares? Nope, because it ain't their money they spending. It's taxpayers' money. They all get paid regardless, so they don't give a fuck. Miss Love and them, if this gets turned over on mistrial, they're going to be the same ones to get paid to try it again. They don't care. They don't care about wasting these jury members' time and then having to go through the process of picking a jury. It took them almost 5 months to pick the jury, to just settle on 12 people and 4 alternates. It took them almost 5 months. They're gonna have to go through that process again when this case is over.
And the judge tried to say attorney-client. How do you have attorney-client privilege when it's 14 people in the room? There's no confidence in that whatsoever. But that's me. But thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
Hopefully we can get you back one day.
Was that it?
All right, thanks.
That's all you did, Caleb? Man, I thought she had some real shit for us. This nigga made it seem like she had some shit too. See, I get clickbaited all the time. I just seen the title, heard she was up there, and I thought she had something good. She didn't.
There we go.
Let's see what this nigga got to say.
There we go. See, when you subscribe to the channel, you never know what you might get. I want to thank all the people that were here with me earlier today when she came on. And that was not prepared. Wait, so this is we never met before, we never spoke before, so it was just like an impromptu, like a cameo appearance. We were just talking about it on live as we normally do while the trial is going on, and she popped up. Sometimes you gotta pop up, get the facts right. And can't nobody tell it better than she can tell it. So I do appreciate, somebody said 14 in the room. 14 people in the room. Nobody can tell it like she could tell it. She know exactly what was going on in that room. And she know how many people was in the room. She counted them. She said 14. Thank you, Miss J. Thank you, Melissa. She said 14. That's what she said.
I'm gonna have to go back through his videos.
Y'all heard
quite a few of them.
She was in the room in the secret meeting. And who knows? She probably didn't even know that a secret ex parte meeting was supposed to happen. Sometimes they come back here with your client. And next thing you know, they could have ambushed her. I don't know this to be fact. What I know is the same thing y'all just saw. So, we all on the level playing field.
I'm gonna have to take a deep dive through
expect to ask her to come back.
Oh, well, no, they didn't have to.
She said that she don't mind telling everything one day. She don't mind. And if you notice, she said Melnick asked her to cover for him because he knew that she, as in Kayla Bumpers, previously represented Woden before. I think she called Woden. Maybe we've been saying her name Woody or Woden. She represented him before in the previous matter. So Melnick, Woden's original lawyer, knew that Kayla would be a good fit for him to stand in his place when he had to go out of town. Meeting more like an ambush. Shout out to LaShawn. LaShawn said it was an ambush. Somebody said Fonnie better not have. She better not have. She better not, because we know Ashley Merchant will find out. And I do plan on. I want if we can get.
Okay, let me go to Infamous Silver. That's where I found out about this. I found out about it from her, and she cited her source. Let me see if she found something different or played something different.
Would be Sounding Brass and Tinkling represent.
Wait a minute. I'll be getting my sources from
whether he was prepared to testify.
Okay, here we go.
Bring your information. I just happen to look at my head. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, look at this head of mine. All right, let's let me go ahead and give you guys what I'm about to get.
Oh, wait a minute. That ain't
you guys, I know you guys just recently seen everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of the motion that Steele has filed, and everyone's like in uproar about it and things like that, right? But I have something myself that I wanted to show you guys, which is exclusive. No one else has this, but I wanted to bring it up to you guys' attention. This hit on Friday night, when no one else had. No, I sat in the cut waiting to see who's going to bring it out and seeing if anybody was going to say something. And nobody said anything, right? So I decided to bring it to you guys' attention. Well, Friday at about 10:49 p.m., Miss Kayla Bumpus,
where I got this from,
decided she wanted to speak up for herself, and she filed a motion. And her motion she filed is basically to have the judge to now
keep in mind, Kayla Bumpus, she is no longer an attorney on this case. But after what she heard, she was granted her removal for being his counsel. He fired her, all of that. She still filed a motion to tell the judge to get the fuck up out the bench or stop my show calls. And I think she's gonna have Ashley Merchant and all those other defense lawyers that are in there on her side on this one. She's the one that blew the whistle. They wouldn't have known about this at all. The judge and the DA and them could still be in cahoots had she not brought this out.
To quash her thing for her to do that hearing, and also for him to recuse himself. Okay, she started that. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and put my little thing up.
She's gonna read the documents.
All right. She lawyered up. Here we go. You guys see this? Let me share it first. Hold on. It says Georgia, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And it was filed, you see, at 10:40 p.m. on Friday. This is when it was submitted. It says motion to quash, order to show cause, and motion to...
That's why Monday, I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but Monday when they came into court, the judge was inundated with requests from all the attorneys to have them recused and for mistrial. You had so many of them, you see some of them to Tuesday. Well, no, that was Monday because today's Wednesday. Well, it's Thursday now. But yeah, Monday he was having to answer to all the people that had put shit in Friday and he didn't see till Monday morning.
Recused this court. Now comes attorney Kayla Bumpus through undersigned counsel and files this motion to quash the court's order to show cause filed on 11/20/24. Or in the alternative, move this court to transfer this action to another judge or recuse itself as required by law. In support thereof, attorney Bumpus shows the following. Y'all ready? I-1. Recitation of the facts. On Friday, June 7, 2024, during the trial, the state immunized Kenneth Copeland and called him as a witness. Thank you. There's a way. Somebody help her to become a member on the iPhone, please. Help her to become a member on the iPhone. Thank you, child. Okay. Copeland refused to testify. The court placed Copeland in custody over the weekend for his refusal and adjourned until Monday. At this point, Copeland was still sworn as a witness and had not been dismissed. On Monday, June 10th at 8:30 a.m., Copeland and his lawyer, attorney Kayla Bumpus, were escorted to this court's chambers and conducted an ex parte meeting regarding whether Copeland would testify. Those present for the substantive portion of, hold on, go to the next one, of this ex parte meeting were, now here's everybody that was there, y'all. Here's everybody that was there. Chief Judge Glanville,
1,
Copeland,
2,
Attorney Bumpus,
3,
Assistant District Attorney Adrian Love,
4,
and Simone Hilton,
5,
a member of the court security staff,
6,
and deputies,
7,
2 investigators from
deputies.
the District Attorney's office, and a court reporter. In chambers, this court asked Copeland
that
what...
don't sound like 14. It don't sound like 14 at all.
Judge Glanville,
1,
Copeland,
2,
Attorney Bumpus,
3, 2 prosecutors, that's 5.
Assistant District Attorney Adrian Love and Simone Hilton, a member of the court security staff.
1 member, that's 6.
And deputies, 2 investigators from the district attorney's office.
Oh, it said and deputies, so that's more than 1. Okay. We got 2 people, so that would put us at what, 8? Without us knowing how many deputies was in there.
And a court reporter.
10.
In chambers,
So
this court
like
asked Copeland whether he was prepared to testify. Copeland announced that he planned again to invoke his 5th Amendment privilege on the stand. A conversation among the party ensued regarding Copeland's understanding of immunity. How Copeland thought he may testify if he did not invoke the 5th, and certain facts of the case. Once Copeland learned that he could be held indefinitely by the court if he refused to testify, not just 2 years as he initially believed, Copeland decided that he would testify.
Y'all got to understand, Woody is a career criminal. Woody did stints in jail, so 2 years wasn't shit for him. He was like, I'm going to just sit here for 2 years. Now, what's odd about that is, this is the whole crazy part about him not caring about laying down and doing 2 years down for being in contempt. When he had the opportunity, he's been a jail nigga. When he did that 9-hour interrogation with the police, he could have just shut the fuck up and laid down and did his time. If 2 years ain't shit to him, he could just lay down and do his time. But he sung like a canary, and that's why this trial is here. So it's weird that beforehand, he didn't want to just take his time and shut the fuck up. Now that he's actually a witness in all the care, I don't think he knew at the time when he did those interrogation videos that YouTube and shit would be a thing, and it's just channels dedicated to showing interrogation videos. He had no idea that 6 years later, this shit would be all over the internet like it is. So now he's dealing with the backlash of that, plus having to see the people that he called his homies in court. He feeling the public pressure. He decide not to talk, so I'm gonna lay it down. It's a little bit too late for that.
Copeland added that his testimony would be a lie. You hear this? Copeland added that his testimony would be a lie. The meeting ended and the parties went to the courtroom. This ex parte meeting was not placed under seal. There was no protective order that directed that disclosure of this ex parte communication was prohibited. No attorney-client privilege existed. Clearly, as 2 prosecutors, investigators, a judge, and a court reporter, and various court staff were also all present. The court never stated, ruled, or inferred that the meeting was meant to be confidential.
Ooh.
Okay. Further, the content of this meeting was not.
So now good one, Kayla. Kayla's saying they never told me this was ex parte. They never said it. That's why she told, because she said I was never under any indication that this was a private meeting. When did y'all say this? So y'all just told me to come in the back with my client when I showed up at 8:30.
Secret, protected, or any way privileged information. It is unclear why any person present would have understood that the content of the meeting could not be shared with other attorneys on record in the case who are also with fellow officers of the court. Okay? Later, the same day, defendant counsel attorney Brian Steele addressed this court to make a record of his due process concerning the ex parte meeting. The content of said meeting would not just be non-confidential, but would usually be given to the defense under Giglio and Brady. During attorney Steele's attempt to put his due process concern on the record, this court began to focus on the identity of the source who leaked the meeting to defense counsel. The court ordered Steele to provide the name of the person who divulged the existence and content of the ex parte meeting. Attorney Steele refused. A brief hearing followed, and what initially appeared to be a classic civil contempt action, the attorney could purge himself of contempt if he provided the information to the judge, became a criminal contempt action. The court found Attorney Steele in direct criminal contempt. This court sentenced Steele to the maximum time allowed, which is 20 days to serve in the Fulton County Jail. On June 11th, this court, 2024, this court entered a show cause order directing all individuals that were present for the ex parte conversation to take place in the court's chamber on the morning of June 10th, 2024. Specifically, Copeland, his attorney, Attorney Bumpus, and all representatives of the state and county security personnel that were in attendance to show cause. Why one or more of them should not be held in contempt for disclosing information from the ex parte conversation to members of the defense counsel. No specific name were included in the order other than Copeland and Attorney Bumpus. Okay, y'all heard that, right? Here's the argument. The court seeks to hold a contempt the person that leaked the ex parte meeting to the defense counsel. Thus, the contempt hearing will be about who informed defense counsel whether to find that person guilty of criminal contempt, and if contempt is found, the appropriate punishment. The procedure that a trial court must follow to hold a person.
Duchess, no. His lawyer filed an appeal, and they won it on appeal, so he doesn't have to serve any weekend time.
And contempt depends upon whether the acts alleged to constitute the contempt were committed in court, direct contempt, or committed out of court, indirect contempt. All right, here we go. Kayla, you in here? She in here, y'all?
Kayla is everywhere, but she did say it's a lot of fake pages, though.
Okay, I thought she was in here. Okay, I thought somebody mentioned her. Okay, an alleged too serious, I don't know how to say that word, okay? Don't talk about me. Act may only be said to have occurred in the presence of the court, warranting summary contempt proceedings. If the act was committed in open court, on the other hand, where the alleged contumacious act are committed outside the court's presence, the consideration justifying expedited procedure do not pertain. Thus, summary adjunction and indirect contempt is prohibited, and due process requires that a person who is tried in indirect criminal contempt is entitled to more normal adversity procedure. Among other things, he or she must be advised of charges, have a reasonable opportunity to respond to them, and be permitted the assistance of counsel and the right to call witnesses. C. Adams, I didn't give a case number in that, emphasis original. The disclosing information from an ex parte conversation to members of defense counsels occurred not in open court or in chambers, but at the time and location that.
Oh shit, sorry, y'all. Wrong button. Hopefully I'm at the same spot.
At the time and location that the defense counsel were notified of the ex parte meeting. Further, direct contempt involves contemptuous conduct in the presence of the court, which generally results in immediate punishment. Here, the need for punishment is clearly not immediate, as demonstrated by the show cause order being set 2 weeks out from the order.
English whooping her ass.
Forms of contempt are further divided into criminal.
She really not a big. Who's a big deal? Ashley Merchant. Yeah. She's over some little group they got of a whole bunch of lawyers, and she's the one that came in and brought up that Fannie Willis was sleeping with the dude, she brought all that up. She good at what she do.
And civil.
She's a super
Based on the
lawyer.
nature of the punishment imposed, civil contempt is conditional punishment intended to coerce. Hold on.
Okay, I'm done. English whooping her ass, so I'm going back to my source that I found, which is Melanie King. She's the one that got, damn, 216,000 views 8 hours ago. I can only imagine.
Give you about the secret
who came to who defense, or were you representing Woody, or were you not? It's so many questions that we want to know.
And I'm gonna answer all of them, but I will say this.
Where it says, well, I was in an accident, I'm just now leaving the hospital. Like I said, I don't give a if they lock me up. What that gonna do? So can you get the judge to call me? Those your words?
Yes.
Because they're about to see some more of their attorneys be on the news or in jail too for sexual harassment. Please do. That's your text message, right?
Yes.
That's verbatim your text message, right?
Yes.
Hey guys, it's your girl Melanie, and I have some hot off the press tea to give you about the secret.
And the message is, yesterday, attorney Kayla Bumpus was on YouTube's Talk That Law. She spoke briefly and dropped some sizzling tea to brew over. Fast forward to 5804. Attorney Bumpus was no stranger to Woody. She had previously represented him. That is why Attorney Milnick chose her. It makes sense. And what she said next was astounding tea. She said 14 people were in that room. I was like, say what? Say what? Oh, this is an email she got. TC Melanie King said in Nash, and I'm not a lawyer. My favorite YSL update bloggers now adding Talk That Law. So it'd be people out there, it'd be supporters of you that be sending you all types of tips.
Ex parte meeting that happened in the YSL case. You guys know the whole history of it, but I want to shout out this user. I think it's Deidre Ware 5949. She is the one that made me aware of this. Guys, if you have hot tea, leave a comment on these videos. I try to comb through them and get.
Why you can't just say if you got hot news? Why I gotta be tea?
To them if you have information that I think is pertinent. So I did want to shout out Deidre Ware 5949. Thank you so much for.
I don't think people are aware of this, but the LGBTQIA LMNOP, that they coined that sipping tea and all of that other shit with tea, and now it's just socially acceptable by everyone. Mostly women. You don't see a lot of straight dudes talking about, I got the tea. I got the tea. I got the tea. Y'all want to hear this tea? I got some hot tea.
This hot tip. Now let me take you to this hot tip, and then I have something even more sizzling to share with you. It's insane. You need to stay tuned. Deidre told me to check out this channel called Talk That Law. And guess who is that person? You can see the name on the screen. That person that was there is Kayla Bumpus, called into this show, and she dropped a bomb about it's very brief. It's less than a minute, but we're going to find out how many people were actually in that secret meeting. If you saw the title of this video, you will know this is where I got it from, but let's just hear it from her. And then I have something explosive about one of the people that was in there, and we're going to go over that. I actually have video testimony of them that a witness in the YSL case broke out. When I tell you, this office with Fannie Willis is a complete cesspool of adultery, sexual things. It's even her predecessor. And I don't know if you guys know this. Fannie Willis's predecessor was tried for sexual harassment previously in the office, and it's one of the reasons why he lost why he is no longer the DA there. Her predecessor that she worked for, that Fannie Willis worked for. That's a whole nother video.
You could with what you had to work with, and like you said, we don't know. We're speculating what happened in that meeting, and And from how you know, it's a lot. So many people I say attorney client.
He didn't ask for more questions, which I'm so frustrated. But this is from Talk That Law channel. He was giving a legal analysis, and she just popped it. And let me take you to Brian Steele's affidavit, his motion to recuse Judge Urinal, and also for a motion for a mistrial, and what he has to say about that.
That man's name is not Urinal.
I'm going to link it back to something you are going to want to watch that is explosive. If you haven't read this motion, if you haven't seen this motion before, I did a 3-part series. My videos yesterday were all about this motion. And my last video in particular outlines details that. So number 12 says, as asserted in her motion to recuse, this court filed, Attorney Bumpus by her counsel verified the below facts. The facts are adopted into the affiant's affidavit as below. Okay, so it is Kayla Bumpus, who we just saw is the person that actually divulged this information to Brian Steele, which she had every right to do. She was representing Little Woody temporarily in this case, but in this interview that she gave was very brief. She spoke for maybe 3 minutes to this guy, where she actually said she's represented him before. She wasn't a stranger to him. So when she had to step in while his main attorney was on leave, like she already had a relationship with Little Woody. So it made sense for her to do the favor of stepping in while this other lawyer could not represent him. But boy, oh boy, she did not want to be part of the mess, which is one of the reasons she let Brian Steele and them know, like, this meeting happened, but I know this is illegal. This is not supposed to happen. So I want to take you to number 5. This is what talks about, sorry if you guys can't see the number 5. This is where it talks about who was in the meeting. Mr. Kenneth Copeland, Little Woody, a witness who had been called by the state and sworn on Friday on June 7, 2024, and who invoked his 5th Amendment and was held in civil contempt by this court, was brought to the Fulton County Courthouse on Monday morning, June 10, 2024. Unbeknownst to affiants, Mr. Williams, or anyone else on the defense side of this case, the court met in its chambers with Mr. Copeland, that's Woody, his counsel, that was Kayla Bumpus, that just said it was 14 people there, Lawyer Love, that's the woman with the short hair, and for Lawyer Hilton, okay, that's the woman that usually has braids or something in her hair, that Woody basically told her that she stinks and to get back from him. And at times, a court reporter Weaver, as well as sheriff deputies and other persons. But this goes back to when he talked about Kayla Bumpus, that you saw who was in there. But look at this, and I want you to pay attention right here. But I'm going to read the whole thing again. It says that there was those present for the substantive portion of the ex parte meeting. So the other part, I wanted to read that because there were people who were coming in and out. I wanted you to see that it wasn't always, the same people weren't in there the entire time. And I have a theory as to why that happened. But the people who were always there, okay, is Judge Urinal, Little Woody, Attorney Bumpus, lawyers Love and Hilton, members of the court's security and deputies. Okay, this is sheriff deputies, and 2 investigators from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office.
This is what that other lady was struggling to read.
And the court reporter. Why is this important? So we hear this is extra now, that these are the people that were always in there. But the thing I want you to look at is the 2 investigators from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. These are Fannie Willis's investigators. Now, I want to take you to the testimony that one of the witnesses gave about this investigator trying to sleep with her while doing the investigation. It is absolutely appalling. There are other testimony of witnesses that happened that this DA's office, Fannie Willis's office, has done to them. One woman got fired. Like, it's just been a lot. But this in particular shows the character and quality of the people that run this office. So you're aware, this is who we're talking about. Believe it or not, guys, some of these investigators and cops have been on television shows, throughout history. One of these shows that Rasheed Hamilton has been on is Snap. Now, this is who I am suspecting is the actual investigator, Hamilton, okay? His last name is Hamilton. He works for the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. He is an investigator for Fulton County.
Did you say one on been on Snap?
Yep.
Damn.
Well, I don't think he was I think he was on Snap as an investigator.
I figured that, but still.
I've never seen Snap. I've heard it, but I've never seen it. I ain't know they talk to police on that.
Oh my God, it's always a marathon. Check it out on Sundays, marathon. Best thing ever. On the
Hamilton. Here's a video.
I thought it was on Lifetime.
Oxygen. Same thing.
Let me just move this up so you can see where he's on Snap talking about another case. And this is quite old. It's about 6 years old. But I just thought I'd bring that to you. There's other police officers and other people that are involved with Fulton County and the corruption that's going there that have been on television shows, because Atlanta is a hotspot for crime and a hotspot for, film and television. So it makes sense that a lot of them would be there. Now, let me take you to court and see, so you can see what this witness has to say about Investigator Hamilton.
Back to Hamilton. So you agree with me that you were talking to this Mr. Hamilton about the same time.
That was too long.
You were going back.
Konnichiwa.
Well, we saw early February. Is that about right? Okay. So I want you to do me a favor to repeat.
Get out. Yeah. You want
She trying to make y'all go to sleep, sugar lump. Drank you some sugar water.
I am not trying to make her go to sleep. She worrying the hell out of me.
Drank you some sugar water. Stay up all night on her.
Left, right? And I'll reference the screen up top. Now, you recognize these as text messages between you and this investigator Hamilton, right?
Yes.
Now, in that first text message where he says, GM, GM is good morning, right?
Yes.
Good morning, mama. Hope you slept well. Now, is that generally how he would communicate with you, how he would address you?
I understand the question.
Did he address you as mama on more than one occasion?
Yes.
And you can go down a bit towards the bottom of that page.
A damn investigator for the DA is talking in slang to people he's supposed to be using as a witness. What's up, mama? Not even mommy, mama. Not little mama, just straight up mama.
Now, if he had said little mama, that would have been it for me. I will, yours truly.
Little mama sound better than mama.
Nah, little mama would have been worse, Trey. I'm sorry.
Nah, little mama is actually politically correct instead of just mama. He black. They ain't supposed to say mama.
Oh, I'm late on the message. That wasn't even for me. Ignore that, yours truly. Damn, Trey, you be confusing the hell out of me with all these damn live streams. At least you know what? I ain't looking at shit. Nothing.
How you think I am? I'm looking at two chats, trying to. I'm really not. I'm looking at them, but I'm not.
You might be slightly cockeyed. That may work for you. It don't work for me.
See, you almost made me make a joke with my outfit, but I don't know you can do it. Cool Ranch Doritos, silly Cool Ranch.
That's what you eat.
Yes.
Get out that baby snacks.
They're not her snacks.
So on Wednesday, February 7th, at about 5:48 p.m., he sent you a text message, this investigator for the DA's office, saying, call me one more time, then I'm out your here for the night. You remember that?
Yes.
Now, how about the next one? That same night, Wednesday, February 7th, 6:45 p.m., where he says, hit me up if you're bored later. We're not going to talk shop. Remember that text message?
Yes.
Did you talk to him later on?
Yes.
Did y'all talk shop?
Yes. Why she sound like that? Yes.
What do you want to talk about?
Going out.
Going out? Going out is walking out the door or going out?
Wait a minute. This nigga's supposed to be talking to you about who Young Thug did murk, and he talking about going out? It's unprofessional at the least, but he's a human being, and he's like, well, when the case over, but you dating the woman would make her credibility shot, because it would seem like that she would get up there and lie or say whatever because you fucking. There has to be some type of ethical violation or something going on with it. Fraternization, something.
Look at Young Thug's face. He has a grin on it like.
Young Thug, like, you were trying to hit that?
Like, I know that's what he did. It's just so funny how they try to keep their composure. Listen, I'm not going to, but let's continue.
I did.
And this is February 7th of 2024, this year, when the investigator for the DA's office is supposed to be talking to you about a case, but in fact, is calling you, talking to you about going out on a date. Is that true?
Yes.
Young Thug, he drinking Kool-Aid and shit in court.
Did the fact that this employee of the district attorney's office was trying to date you?
And this is Young Thug's attorney that's questioning this woman. I don't know what day from the trial this is. This wasn't recent. This has to be old.
Coming to your mind as you're thinking about whether you have to come in and testify.
Yes.
You were shown earlier one of the exhibits, text messages between you and Mr. Hamilton. And just to be clear, I actually looked earlier about how many times it is that in these conversations with you, he referred to you as mama. Let's see.
She laughing.
Tuesday, February 6th, send you a text message, mama. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
With little fist sign, right?
Yeah.
February 11th. Send you a text message early in the morning. Good morning. Hope you slept well, mama. Remember that?
Yes.
You testified last week about the fact that you were having to come meet with the DA's office and that led to you losing your job. Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, when Investigator Hamilton told you, don't worry about that, I can help you get another job, was that in a text message or was that a phone conversation that you had with him? As we move forward into March, right? There was that period of time where you were supposed to come in and testify. Is that right?
I think so. Yes.
And you were
This ain't no town hall.
in communication with Investigator Hamilton. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, do you remember last week when you were being questioned by the state? The state was asking questions about whether you were telling them you didn't want to come in and testify. You remember those questions?
Yes.
Do you remember the prosecutor asking you whether or not you said to someone or you texted someone, tell the judge to kiss my ass?
But I didn't say that.
Right, do you remember?
Right? Yes.
Right. You did not say that, did you?
No, it said what I said. I told the judge to call me, not kiss my ass.
So the text message that's dated Tuesday, March 26, 8:06 p.m. that you were asked about earlier and that was put up on the screen, where it says, well, I was in an accident, I'm just now leaving the hospital. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if they lock me up. What that gonna do? Shit, so can you get the judge to call me? Those your words?
Yes.
Because they're about to see some more of their attorneys be on the news or in jail too for sexual harassment. Please do. That's your text message, right?
Yes.
That's verbatim your text message, right?
Yes.
So when you were asked last week, or when it was suggested that you said, tell the judge to kiss my ass, that is not what you said, is it?
No.
Objection, Your Honor, as to the form of the question. The question was,
I'll state the question. You're going to phrase, sir.
Yes, sir. You asked the judge to call you, or you asked the investigator to have the judge call you. Is that true?
Yes.
You did not say, tell the judge he can kiss my ass. True?
You heard right there, sir. I did not tell the judge to kiss my ass. I wouldn't have no reason to tell the judge that. I just wanted him to call.
What is the judge doing calling the witness? And how often?
The judge didn't call the witness, to my knowledge. She wanted the judge to call her because the investigator was telling her some shit, trying to get her to come in and testify and all that. And she wanted to explain to the judge, hey, I done been in an accident. I got this going on and so forth. And she probably wanted to snitch on this nigga trying to take her out. He want me to testify, but he want to take me out and all that shit. I don't really want to testify. He's abusing his position.
Is that strange to you? I've never heard of a judge calling a witness for the state, for the prosecution. Some of you may have missed that. We're going to continue that. It's very, we just got a couple minutes left. But I didn't want you to miss that part. I mean, I know there's a lot right here to unpack. But the judge is, like, you're a witness. Why have you had any dealings with the judge? You told the prosecution you don't want to testify and that you lost your job. This investigator is sexually harassing you and trying to get you to, he's sexually harassing you. Plus you lose your job because of what they're doing, calling you in so often. Okay. And you don't say, the DA needs to know this. Fannie Willis needs to know this. All this. The judge needs to call me.
Yeah, she wants to tell the judge. He's the one over all the shit, but he didn't call though. I don't think he didn't get that message. What that investigator ended up saying was, she said, fuck the judge. The judge can kiss my ass. That's what the investigator said. I don't think the judge ever called or the judge ever knew about these messages until it was entered into evidence. Could be wrong, but I think that's what happened.
It's proper for a judge to have communication directly with a witness for the state? How would she feel so freely to do that? And especially after she said she wouldn't testify. To me, and this is what I'm just inferring, that she's had improper communication, ex parte meetings with the judge.
She ain't talked to the judge. She never said she talked to the judge. In the text message, she was asking the investigator to have the judge call her. There's no record of her ever doing so or him ever doing so.
And the DAs, and he said it probably reassured her everything's gonna be fine. If you have any problems, you can reach out to me and all of these other things. Because a witness, this is not normal for a witness to say, and she's saying it in open court like she thinks it's.
Melanie King, you is jumping to conclusions like a motherfucker. Nowhere in there did it ever say she talked to the judge. She wanted the judge to call her. She asked, "Can you get the judge to call me?" They never entered into evidence any text messages or any phone records where the judge actually called her. So why would you be sitting up on your platform saying this?
Normal. I've never heard of this where the judge needs to directly speak to the prosecution's witness, unless it's like what they did with Little Woody with another witness that did not want to come forth. Not only the investigator, the DA's office, not only is sexually harassing her, but promising her a job if she comes in and testifies.
He ain't promised her a job. He said you can get another one. You can get another one. You'll get another job. That ain't saying I give you one. That's just saying if you apply somewhere, you can get one. I'm not a fan of the DA and all of them and that, but I'm not just gonna put shit on them that hasn't been said. That lady never said she talked to the judge. The lady, he said you'll get another job. He ain't promised her no job. You added that, but it's okay. It's you too.
Was the first time she saw that video when it was played here in court?
Yes.
First time you asked any questions about it when it was played here in court?
Yes.
Did Mr. Hamilton ever show you any videos or any photographs at any time that he met with you?
No.
Did he, Mr. Hamilton, or anybody else ever ask you any questions about gang or gang affiliation or anything like that when they met with you?
No.
Why exactly? You asked a couple questions.
They didn't show this witness face at all. All the camera cuts on everybody in the court except for her.
I want to just jump back to this for a quick second about your meeting with Mr. Hamilton. I think Mr. Atkins. You remember being asked those questions a little while ago?
Yes.
Okay. Why exactly were you reluctant to meet with folks from the DA's office? Were you?
Objection.
Okay, guys, so that is the end of that testimony. This was just a clip. I'm going to try to find more because we need to go into why this witness is actually very reluctant to talk about what happened with the DA's office. And there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, but we know that 2 investigators were in that room during that secret ex parte meeting. We know that every single person in that room is shady except for Caleb Bumpus, who actually told the truth, did not want to participate in this crime. But we have questions for Investigator Hamilton, and I believe this is from my, upon information and belief that this is Rasheed Hamilton is the investigator in Fulton County that was propositioning sexually the witness for the state, promised her a job, and she felt freely to tell him the judge needs to call me. Like.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for the $50 cash app.
Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the cash app. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
See, she understood this time, and she went over 10, she went over 20, she went over 30, she went over 40, she did 50. Thank you. Thank you.
This is like her friend, like this is somebody she's familiar with, like she's had conversations with this judge, she knows him like that, and even threatened that they're going to have another explosive thing of sexual harassment and witness intimidation. This is insane. So you guys leave a comment below. I always keep saying it's insane. I don't know what else to say. The corruption runs deep, and I'm going to keep my foot on Fulton County's neck till we get to the.
All right, let me share Melanie King video out. Y'all can go check her out. She's a She got over 600,000 subs. She popping. She went off the deep end. She got a little excited at the end there, went off the deep end and started just espousing shit. But again, I understand this YouTube, it's salaciousness and all of that, but it wasn't necessary. All right. Truth, you got anything? We got to get up out of here. That's all I had.
Nope.
YSL was off today. We may talk about it. If something exciting happens tomorrow, then I'll probably review that tomorrow night. But Monday and Tuesday, which they were off today, Monday and Tuesday, I don't know why these niggas took off for Juneteenth. I don't know why. So the law rests, the legal system, they got breaks. I don't get it. But yeah, that we caught up on the YSL. Woody had him a couple days. I just want to know if Woody gonna not come to court one of these days. And what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to show where Woody lied. So they're trying to catch him up in perjury. It comes with jail time. So I don't know. He doesn't have a good reason to show up. But he shows up every day. I wonder if he's gonna pop up tomorrow.
I told you should have been covering this from day one. You get on my nerves.
This trial has been going on 9 months, Truth, and most of it was boring. It just started getting exciting when they started talking to Woody.
When it started getting excited, then that's when you're supposed to. I know you've been watching it, so you could have just caught everybody up to date and just moved on from there.
I actually started watching it about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
You said what?
I thought you said nothing, Daddy.
What?
I thought you said nothing.
Why you not asleep?
Because I don't want to.
Because I don't want to.
Because I get back and I Grayson. Grayson never goes to sleep.
Grayson never goes to sleep? And that's why you're going to be short.
Oh, Lord.
You got to sleep more so you can be tall.
Daddy, I'm going to kick you if I get short.
What?
I'm going to kick you if I get short.
You already short. So you just going to kick me?
I'll kick you and I shorter.
Whatever.
Not kick you.
Whatever. Bye, y'all. Tell people bye.
Bye. Hey.
Bye, Grayson.
She, the way she talking, you would think it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Hey. Don't you look like a coconut?
So cold, but I'm so hot. Dope boys. With them now. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. That Nate Graham headed straight to the block. Pirates this water while till it's hot. Listen double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, taking orders. Left hand 360 motor to a lot. Blue hollow tips, got switches on the Glock. State game, true sippers can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Says long at the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The nigga ain't shit, yeah, get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq Diesel number one, I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1,200 strong for a pound to the top. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not.
When I'm thinking about the past, yeah, gon' get
get some knots, gang, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block. You probably get shot. Every day's a sudden change. We getting money, that's what thing is never gonna stop. Real dope boys do what it takes. Playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet. No matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take the road with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody done said you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else. There ain't no handout. If you say the same, put it on the chain. Let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple range, did a lot of things. I ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get you to go. She gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what a dope at, cause you already around.
The game's so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy fresh with dope boy not. The game's so cold, but I'm so hot.